Hi guys, I'm Ram Agarwal. You are watching my channel 52 Pixels. Let's get started. Hi guys, in this tutorial we are going to see how to use the clone stamp tool in Photoshop. So this is the image that we are going to work with today, and before starting what we are going to do is just add a new layer on top of this original image so that the original image is retained and we can see our edits afterwards as well. Now to start with, what we are going to do is just I'm going to try to remove this earring from the ears. But as you can see, it's not that simple. You might be thinking that using the spot healing brush or the healing brush you can just easily remove this ring, but it's not as simple as it seems to be. So I'll just zoom into the image, and just over here, as you can see, this is the earring. We have got the full view of that. Now using the spot healing brush, you might be thinking that I'll just increase the brush size to 41. So you might be thinking just tapping over here and using the quick select tool or the spot healing brush we can just work around with this. But as you can see, the image doesn't look that good, and if you go further while editing this, as you can see, we just get messy around the editing and it just doesn't look that natural, and it's a bit of hard work, you can say. And it just, I won't recommend that personally. So I don't want my image to be destroyed, so I'll just press Ctrl plus Z to undo. So basically, using the quick select tool is using the spot healing brush is never a good option. It's first of all because of the content aware that happens, and second, it's just a lot of hard work. You can sometimes be proven as lucky, and it can work, but it's just a hard chance, and it doesn't happen that well. So for doing some smaller edits, there is something called as a clone edit tool. So what clone stamp or clone editing is, this is the tool over here. So once I tap on the clone stamp tool, just as the healing brush, even in this tool I can press Alt key to collect a sample from a particular region, and then using that sample I can just work over here around the image so that the image gets edited properly and it doesn't look that bad. The texture and the original edges of the image are retained. But the main difference between healing tool and the clone stamp tool is that in healing tool it does a little bit of content aware, which doesn't look good in every particular circumstance. And in clone stamp tool, it doesn't do any content aware. It is just going to paint over the part that we selected. So both of the tools have their particular uses, and in this particular tutorial or in this particular set of editing, we are just going to use the clone stamp tool because it's an easy option. Now to get into more controls of this tool, we can go to window, and here we have the option called as clone source. So just go to clone source so that you get the options over here. So currently my angle is 15.5. I'll just revert this back to 0, and now that I have selected this region, I can just drag this region over here, and as you can see, I can just paint it. So the original image, it's gone, and we have just got the replacement from other portion of the skin which I selected. You can also edit the angle depending on your requirements. So if I want, so currently as you can see, the part that I selected is not falling into the proper line or the angle that I need. So I'll just take it in the negative angle, just the way I want it to be, and then it will work. So it's a bit of experimenting with the angles in this particular case, but once you get used to using this tool, it's going to be easy for you. So I've got this particular angle, I can just paint over here as well. So as you can see, I've got a major region of the earring vanished because of using this clone tool. Now same way I'm going to work over here. So again I'll just press Alt key and select this region now, and again using this angles, I'm just going to manipulate the image to the angle that I want. Is going to be around 4.2, I guess. No. So it's just a bit of experimenting with the angles. Once you get used to setting up the angles properly, it won't be a tougher task for you. It will just be a piece of cake, and you would be able to do it quite well. So as you can see, I've collected the samples and I've painted out the main region where the ring is attached to the earlobes. Now as you can see, it is still looking messy. So now I can just go to the spot healing brush and I can just work around over here and remove the main earring. So that's not a tough job. Same way over here I can do that. And leftover regions where it's still looking bad, I can again go to the clone select tool. I can just press the alt key and I can work around with these other outer regions as well. So I'll just select this region where it is white and then I'll paint that out near the ears. So it's that easy and it's that convenient. So now I can again, as I said, select all the regions that I need to work with and I can just paint them over here. And for the final adjustments, I'll again use the quick select tool. I'm sorry, it's the spot healing brush. I'll just use the spot healing brush and I'll work around the edges so that they become nice and smooth and we are just good to go. Same way, I'll select all these regions and once done, I can just save the image and then I can work around even more if I want to. So well, that's how we can use the clone stamp tool in Photoshop and make editing a little easier and sharper. So well, that's it for today guys. If you found the video to be helpful, please like the video, and in case of any queries or suggestions, please feel free to reach out to me through the comments. With that being said, it's me Ram Agarwal signing off for the day. See you in the next one. Thank you.